Hello, it's Yvonne here to do the readings for the fire signs, and this reading will be for Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot for your reading this morning. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Welcome on board to anybody new watching. I hope you get the messages you are looking for. If you haven't subscribed to me yet, I'd love to have you on board. Please consider hitting the subscribe button, but make sure you press the bell for reminders when I'm going live. This week I may not go live on Wednesday. I have something else that I have to attend to, so I'm considering that. Wow, okay. There is a need for you here to take time out. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's pushing themselves into burnout here, whether that's through a relationship or whether it's through a job. There is a big need for you to take time out and look after yourself. I feel like you're either extremely stressed or extremely physically tired, but the universe is saying, yes, it's time to take time out. Okay, if the reading doesn't resonate with you, please remember that this is a general reading and I am reading for a lot of people. So make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising or ascendant, and also your Venus. If you're unsure how to do that, you can Google a natal chart and put in the details of your birth, and you will be able to access, information that will show you what other planets were in your sign when you were born. If the reading does resonate with you, if it is your story, if it is a reading you can relate to, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It does help me to grow the channel. I do welcome your feedback as well. But if it isn't resonating, then perhaps it's a good idea to check out another reader, at least for today. I'm sure that there are other readers on your radar. All right, let's have a look what's going on in the Light Seers Tarot here. Now, the Emperor's been making a lot of movement this week. I've had him in a lot of readings. The Emperor can represent somebody around you who is a mentor or somebody who's giving you a lot of energy or information that's helping you to grow. So an Emperor could really be, as I said, a mentor, a counselor, or somebody who's in a position to help you move forward. But the Emperor himself, or as this energy, is someone who's very learned, very educated. This is someone who is well respected either in your community or within your friendship group. Now, it can represent a father figure or somebody that you have in your life, but the Emperor is the energy of the divine masculine. So it's somebody who's worked their way to where they are very, very hard. They've put in a lot of time and energy. They have created some sort of life for themselves where they see things in a very straightforward way. So nothing troubles them. They are able to work with the energies that have been given to them. The Emperor, if he was in the reverse, can be somewhat controlling, somewhat arrogant, somebody who commands respect but perhaps isn't approachable. But when he's upright, he's all of those beautiful things. All right, so I see somebody walking away from something here. Now, I'm wondering here, because it looks as though you're walking away from a person that perhaps you saw as a person that you did have a strong connection with. I've got a really itchy nose, so I don't know what's going on for you here. You may have had a really strong connection with this person, but maybe they weren't ready to commit to you, or they were not on the same page as you. Because I feel like somehow or another you're leaving something behind that was not emotionally satisfying. And I feel like there was a detachment with this person, or an energy of not really feeling like this person was investing in you the way you were investing in them. The Ace of Pentacles is here. So I really feel here in the Two of Pentacles, they're balanced, Ten of Swords. There's the end of a cycle. So what I'm feeling here is you may have walked away from somebody, and I feel like that may have been in the past. And I feel like somehow or another they weren't satisfying you at some emotional level. So maybe you weren't sort of feeling like you were well matched, or that this person could give you what you wanted or what you were looking for. What I see here is a new offer coming through, and I feel like there's some sort of energy of completing a cycle here. But with the Two of Pentacles, it's some sort of decision you need to make. And I feel like it's really a head over heart decision or a heart over head decision. Maybe you really did feel strong love for this person, but maybe you didn't feel in your head that it could work. You know, sometimes we can really feel great emotion for someone and realize they're not the sort of person that we want to build a lifetime with. Maybe they're not the sort of person that you want to have around you. And you may have walked away for reasons such as that. It is possible this person could have walked away from you, but I feel like somehow or another you weren't seeing something that you wanted to see. Maybe this person wasn't emotional enough, loving enough. Maybe they were a little standoffish. But whatever this was, you walked away. I feel like this person's coming back in though. I feel that they are realizing here that you are the person they want. The other thing that could be happening for you here is this person could have been someone in your friendship group that you didn't have a relationship with, and maybe you just left them behind over time. Maybe something here, the group broke up. Maybe you've moved away from somebody. The other thing I'm getting too is that this person may have been a mentor or teacher for you, but you couldn't be with them at the time, but now you can. But there's definitely something closing out for a new opportunity to come in. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups coming in. Okay, so what I'm feeling like, you may have fallen in love with this person, but you may have not been able to be with them for some reason. And I have a feeling it may have been something like they were a teacher and you were a pupil, they were your counselor and you were you know, somebody they were working with. I feel like, because what I'm getting with this card here is a lot of confusion. So you may have been having strong feelings for this person. Now I know sometimes there is some sort of energy of falling in love with someone that you have great respect for purely because of the position. So it could be that you fell in love with this person, but that you walked away knowing you couldn't be with them because there was something here that was not able to take place. So this is either a friend or somebody that you've had a connection with where this person's been in some sort of position of power, but you haven't been able to make something work here. And I do see you moving away. We do have the Wheel of Fortune coming through with the King of Wands and the Star. You know, sometimes when people cross our paths and there is a destiny there, and for whatever reason we can't come together with that person, sometimes it's because we need to learn a lesson about ourselves. And I feel like this is something that has happened here. It's almost, you could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. But this could also be your energy, Sagittarius. So there's an energy here that something was meant to change something about you through this process, because the Star card's here. So there was some sort of healing to be done, some sort of lesson to be learned in this, something that's helped you move forward on your path. But I see an energy here of absolute confusion about this. And there is really difficult energy when you have love that is unreciprocal or not reciprocal. I feel like here that perhaps the attraction was mutual. It may not have been expressed, it may not have been talked about, but I feel like here somehow the energy here is telling me that this was actually reciprocal, but this person was unable to do anything about it at the time. All right, so we have the World card coming through with the Page of Pentacles and the Magician. This Magician and the World card has come out a few times in the last few days in different decks. Someone has manifested something, and I feel like this person has either completed something that was keeping you apart, or you have completed an energy. Now, it's possible this person could have been married in that Emperor energy and has completed a relationship or closed a relationship down. But I feel like it's something more than that. I feel like this person was in a position of power over you. So it was somebody who was either a manager or somebody that you were dealing with who was not able to share feelings with you because of the fact they were in this position. So, I mean, it could have been somebody who was, you know, either attached to somebody else or contracted to something, but unable to fulfill this wish here. Something has changed here though. I feel like this person has either left something behind, completed something, or is now able to make an offer to you. But you see, I don't know that you see this coming because it was so confusing for you at a very emotional level. I'm not really sure that you really understood. I'm looking at this person's face and I'm feeling here that you never really understood whether this was real, whether this connection was true, or whether it was something that you could proceed with. So I feel like you walked away from this energy. But I feel like this person is returning. All right, let's see what else we have here. We have the Strength card and the Moon card. There we go. That's exactly what I was talking about. We have a lot of major arcanas here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas coming through. I feel really strongly that this person has manifested some sort of change here. I see a lot of healing in the Strength card, and I see a lot of emotions being withheld within the Moon card. I feel like this person wants to tell you now how they were feeling. But I feel like this person, there was some sort of ethical consideration, I feel, with the Emperor there. That's what I'm feeling, like it was an ethical decision that they weren't able to work with you on this. But I feel like they've come to terms with this now. Whoever this person is working their way back to you here. So I have the 5 of Swords. And I feel like they are right in the position of deciding whether they follow this through or not. I feel like they've manifested. I feel like they've cleared something out in their lives. And they're now looking back at something, making a decision or making a choice as to whether to follow something through, whether it was worth following. So I feel like this person is in a little bit of a quandary at the moment. So I feel like it was somebody who was in a position of power, maybe married, ethical considerations, could be a doctor, a counselor. I feel like you chose to move away from them knowing that you couldn't have what you want. But I do feel that there is some sort of decision being made here whether to offer this pentacle. Now, I felt in the beginning it might have been your decision about the relationship, but I feel like this person is making a decision on whether to approach you or not, whether they give you something, because they've closed something out in their own life here and they now want to put some energy into whatever they want with you. We do have the Tower here, so I feel like somehow or another something has ended in their own life, or they've completed some sort of cycle, energy, situation, whatever it is, and they are contemplating at this time whether to come back to you. Now, I do feel, especially with this 7 of Cups, because the confusion is really strong here, that this person was maybe thinking or feeling the same as you, but is not sure whether what they were feeling is real or not. So there is a contemplation here of whether to come back towards you. But there is certainly an expression of emotion here that wasn't given before. I feel like you didn't really understand whether this person felt the same way or not. Maybe it was never really expressed here. But I feel like this person is definitely coming in here, making a decision. There's the Emperor again. Making a decision to return to you. I feel like with the Temperance and the Emperor card, with the Temperance card and the Queen of Cups. All right, so this person is going to follow their intuition. They're going to go after their intuition, even if it doesn't seem to be right. I feel like they've got themselves to a place where they are choosing to move after you here. 4 of Pentacles. They've definitely let something go. So this person is on the verge of making this decision. And I feel like they're ready to take a chance. I feel like they felt the connection too. It's possible that you have got a very strong destiny together here. But I feel like they are in the place of contemplating whether or not to follow this through. All right, let's pull you a Light Workers Oracle here. So I feel like you've got to expect to hear from this person. But I feel like at the moment, and this person does have really strong love and affection for you here. But I feel like at the moment they're right in decision mode about whether they approach you or not. Now we have Unplug from, what card number is that? Number 7. I have a feeling I've pulled this out in the last couple of days too. Unplug from Mass Consciousness. There is a belief system based on fear, doubt and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. So I feel like here somebody is, quite interesting, somebody is considering pulling away from what that has kept them from what they want. So this may be somebody who's pulling away from a belief or an idea, or like I said, some sort of ethical consciousness here, because they want to come towards you here, and they're making a decision whether to go towards you or not. So I feel like this person is trying to unplug themselves from something that has held them back. Now, for some of you, it may be a relationship, but I feel like for many of you, it may be a cultural thing, or an energy of being restricted. This person may have made some sort of vow to stick to what they really need to be. But whatever this is, this person is now coming towards you to express their love to you. Thank you, Sagittarius.